Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to RimWorld Survival. So, we left off in a bit of a harrowing situation, not gonna lie. So we have a sapper raid coming in. We've got Cefalu on a very strange rescue mission. I feel pretty good about this rescue mission. I feel like he has a chance to save his ex-wife and Tony and Kazumi's mother. The reason why I risked it is, of course, if she did die, it would be a real problem because Tony and Kazumi would have some sort of mental breakdown. Don't really want that. We have 11 doing some emergency triage over here to reveal or whatever. And we have a brawler raid coming in. So what I think I'm going to do is turn off the slug turrets. And kill the would-be sappers. So the way this works is they designate 1 or 2 people to sap. And good. And then once I kill the person designated to sap into my doors, they designate a new one. So I'm just having to constantly deal with whoever becomes designated. So I have Tony and Acid ready to deal with their designated sapper. I think right now it is Mike. Oof. Alright. We're definitely getting hurt. I'm going to send 11 down here to help, because this is becoming a sap point. Acid, I'm going to have you go heal. Mike is coming to actually break the walls here, so I got to stop him. Cefalu is sleeping on the ground. I guess it's fine. 27 and 22. I will make another run for it soon. Alright, so this is turning into the battlefront. That's fine. It's just going to require a little bit more bloodshed than I would have wished. But it is a nice choke point. Anyway, it's just too bad that Acid can't be here to help. But he's pretty hurt, so he needs to heal. Because we were so low on... let me uninstall that. Because we're so low on components, I had aggro sit this one out just to make components. Because components are going to be necessary in replacing the things that I need. Alright, let's see here. Expanding this zone. And hauling this dude's body out of the way. Okay, so that fight is done. Speedy, how long do you have? 3 hours? Tony, we can have you rescue Speedy. And 11, Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. 11, you're going to go on to NORADs. Area 1 is going to include Speedy. Tony, you're going to go on to Area 1. You're going to rescue Speedy. Stop cowering, because there is no threat. They're retreating. Cefalu, when he wakes up, is going to do another run. Aggro, you are going to need wake up and a lavish meal. In fact, what I'm going to do is have everybody be on lavish meals. They'll help mood out immensely, I think. And I'm going to give them all the best possible doctor care so I can avoid having injured people in the next fight. Alright, so Speedy will make a recovery. Maybe not a speedy one, but a recovery nonetheless. Symph. Alright, you're going to sleep. So one thing I wanted to do is to change this into a bit of a dining room. So that when people wake up, they are eating in a dining room. So I'll get that done as well. Alright, now you're on no rads. The area 1 is no longer necessary. We can go ahead and remove that. I'm absolutely not going to offer anyone refuge. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. Yumiko. And Safalu, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Tony. You need to heal. Acid. And 11. Okay, they are pretty badly bruised and beaten, but they should survive, providing they get enough care. Looks like we have a boom rat that's trying to get into the base. Aggro just had a heart attack because of wake up. Oh boy. Alright, Stormy, tend to aggro. It's not the age, it's just too much wake up. Oh my goodness. Well, the tending has failed a lot in a row. I'm gonna kick... No, don't. Take beer. There we go. Alright, 65% chance of success, and we failed so many times in a row. That is a side effect of Wake Up. If he had a bionic heart, that wouldn't have been a problem, but, you know, I didn't have a bionic heart. I don't have one. Let's tend 11. We are eating through our, oh boy. Alright, so she's going to target an autocannon turret instead. Alright, Kazumi, go get yourself a lavish meal. I'm going to switch over to heal root. Something tells me I didn't stock up enough. Alright, so we're getting some steel mini turrets. These are the bait turrets. They're going to be used to be put out here. Power these down. Safalu, you are up. So here is the next thing you're going to do. Your area 2 is going to be up here. I'm going to put a sleeping spot here, and you are going to rescue her yet again. And soon we'll be inside walls, which is paramount. They'll be protected. Or more protected than they currently are. Orders. Allow. Alright, Marble Crematorium. Symph. Let's use some lavish meals. Alright, there we go. Mood is not so crazy bad. We're getting a decent amount of components. You are going to be set to limited radiation. And she is going to be rescued all the way home. Oof, what a trip. Well, Janes, at least you're not going to go crazy on me anytime soon. Alright, so here is the deal. I want to get... Ooh, chatted about odd jobs. I think you're currently on one. I wanted to get a dining room table here so when people wake up first thing in the morning, they can eat in a dining room. Let's get some of these walls up. Let's see. Furniture. I don't know how much downtime I have. It's possibly not much, which is the real danger. As far as the reactor goes, we are 3 days in. Has felt pretty crazy. All right, we're repairing some of the walls that we had busted. All right, Lovin's fully healed. That's very good. Acid and Tony are getting healed. I'm going to need to keep the brawlers nice and healthy because they're really, I would say, big danger. This little boom rat is eating all my stuff. All right, so we've got another dining area. Alright, floors. I'm just gonna... this is gonna be a room that doesn't serve a lot of purpose. It's just gonna be sort of a big old dining room. But this allows them to eat a lot closer to home. So I guess that's good. Alright, so Falu is with us again. I'm going to put him on no-rads. And Yumiko is here, safe and sound, which is really good. Alright, we're making some necessary repairs. No-rad should be allowed here. All right. Some basic repairs. Now, a big thing I'm going to need to do is, and maybe I'm going to have Poppy do this. Oh, she's resting. Janes, I'm going to have you start to smelt. Now, one of the issues here is, actually, you know what? We are going to, so the smelt slag, I'm going to make the radius 12, and the smelt weapons, I'm going to make the radius 12. I'm going to move the smelter, and then I'm going to create a new zone called Smelter. Copy the settings, paste the settings, and kill this entirely. And now, alright, let's increase the weapon smelt a little bit wider so we can start it. But now we can start smelting more quickly, which will be very good. Alright, turrets are getting reloaded. I'm not going to force anyone to smelt, I just wanted there to be an option. Alright, so this is one continual dining room, just like we had before. gonna punch or break down some walls because we don't really need them anymore. And drop a floor, kick it. All right, moods are stabilized. I'm gonna go back to simple and fine. Faction relationships. I could... we have enough to call on allies, but I could butter them up a little bit more. Alright, so now it's very beautiful here, so whoever is smelting will benefit from this legendary statue. As far as power goes, we could probably get rid of a lot of this stuff. Alright, it is a bit of a mess, but it's my mess. Alright, so the weapons are getting smelted. Oh, not a social fight. Come on now, no teeth. Been a nice respite of things that are trying to kill me. Aggro. Make sure you smith as a top priority. I really, really need the components. There we go. Now he's doing that. Good. Medical tab. So, acid. Anyone? We're going to have a bunch of people. Alright, so first things first. The Area 2, no longer needed. Jane's, Kazumi, and acid... can be on limited. Actually, I'm going to have everybody on limited. And then let's go reverse. Cephalo 11 and 11 should be on no. Rads. Alright, so one of the reasons to break down the walls that I had is it gives me far superior shooting cover than I had before. Alright, so this slug turret here is going to go there. Or not slug turret, mini turret. And then, because I don't really think I need too many internal turrets that are tough, we can set up the some steel turrets. Take the shot. So this should be able to turn on. Yes, it can. Good. Okay, Tony's almost fully healed. There she goes. Good. And we got another raid. Pirates. They're quote-unquote clever. Okay, taking a look at this. I think this is going to be another... I'm just going to call backup. Oh man, they're punching holes in my roof, ceiling. So obnoxious when they do that. So... this is to bait out the Doomsday I know I'm not getting ready yet. So now I have a significant portion of this unroofed. Alright, so these guys were not the wisest. I'm hoping that my kill box does a whole lot of the work here. In fact, I'm going to try to keep the slugs off. Now, the ones I have to worry about are these two. But if I can kill enough of their... let me turn the slugs on. Enough of their normal group, it won't really matter. Because the Doomsday Launchers are going to flee before they ever get a chance to fire. So the Doomsday Launchers here are falling behind. Darcy and Raylan are the last two in the door. So it's a bit of a gamble. Especially given that I don't have... a lot of people on, or I don't have anyone actually physically defending. But I'm okay with this gamble. Turning on the bait turret, because Raylan and Darcy soon get a shot. I don't think I'm going to be able to rescue Silver there. What I'll plan on doing is sending a care package to say, sorry, I got you murdered. Alright, so I have hired gun coming out here. There's one bait turret. I obviously have my eye on Raylan here. And they're fleeing. Sort of, that's how I envisioned it going, and that's exactly how it went. So, Tony. Let's go kill Raylan. I'm going to conserve ammo. I'm running pretty low on steel, actually. Alright, so that's one Doomsday Launcher in my pocket. It's a very weird way for them to be fleeing. And let's replace the marble door. Another thing I'm going to need to do is start to deep drill mine the steel. I also wanted to wall off the open area that the allies or whatever the reinforcements came and caused. Alright, what I could do is, yeah, let's haul this slag out. Alright, this will be somewhat a radiating task. 31, okay. Keep an eye on his radiation. Filling up the holes, because of course we can't build roofs. That's against the rules, so it's not like I can just roof it back off and pretend they didn't Kool-Aid man through my roof. Whew, alright. Timer, 4 days in. 11 days to go. Man, you guys are taking a long time to heal up. Alright, well, I guess we are rebuilding it's fine. I actually do want a uranium turret back, but I need to make sure that I'm careful about the resources I'm using up, because I don't have a giant stockpile like I was hoping to have, and my stocks are dwindling-ish. I have a lot of doomsday launches, though. And then I have a lot of turrets that I potentially could use defensively if I needed to. Alright. Medical emergency. That means you're on NORADs. Alright, let's start to cremate, because this is ridiculous that we have so many corpses around. Alright, so that is rebuilt. It'll power out a little bit further. Alright, go take a rest. You've seen enough. Actually, consume some ambrosia. I need to set Jane's on mining. So let's do that right now. Mine more than construct. Alright, well, we still have a stock of food, which is good. I just don't know how long my respite is going to be for. Another thing is I'm relatively low on uranium. Now, currently, all of the uranium slug turrets are refilled, but we can only really afford to refill them maybe once more. Which obviously is a bit of a problem. Right, aggro's trying to replace our component loss. I try to tidy up a little bit. Unfortunately, I didn't really get credit for, because I removed the beds, for all of my allies that came to make it off the tile. I mean, oh well. Whatever. Alright, we are hauling that to storage. So, storage here. Let's get rid of weapons that I don't want. So, bolts, chain shotguns, heavy SMGs, LMGs, machine pistols. Pumps. Okay. And then here, we'll add them in. Bolts, chains, pumps. That's good enough for now. Just so that we're making it faster to break stuff down. Well, worst case scenario... Oh, man, all of my turrets are turned on. Worst case scenario, I just have to figure out how to defend using steel only. What are you going to... Serious pain, you're just going to bash some stuff? Alright, that's fine. General bashing is fine. Okay, so Higher Gun is hauling repair steel out to repair steel, which is very, very good. We already actually have this repaired, which makes it easier to target for drop pods out to the middle of nowhere. Cefalu now has... Yep. Oh, Speedy. This is Cefalu's bed. Well, awkward that you thought you could just take it. Alright, so our steel's not looking as grim as it could be. But I also don't want a infestation here. So I'm going to turn these off. Alright, you're digging at the other deep drill, which is uranium. Okay, that's fine. Semph, I'm going to put you on no rads, so that you don't dig at that other one. Oh, Speedy's leaving. Whatever happened to... Oh, not leaving. Going to the... Okay, so now I understand. That's why I didn't get the rep, because they're still here. Alright, I'm allowing them to have fine meals so it's easier to feed them. We're getting through some of the corpse backlog, tidying it up. I don't know what I did to deserve this nice respite, but obviously, as you can see, it's not so crazy right now. We're going to have to see a lot of really nasty corpses, but there's some weapons in there that, you know, we could use. Smelt down and whatnot. Alright, so we're starting to build up some steel for repairs up here, which is really good. Everybody's healthy. I don't, part of me feels like I should be attacked soon. Components have gone up. I'm going to kick that up to 20. Alright, so I'm going to have everybody be unrestricted except for Cefalu. He's the only one that has a significant amount of radiation. Ode to the free chem fuel. Alright, so the steel is definitely recovering, and I haven't even had to drill too much for that, which is kind of nice. Alright, I'm adding some limited radiation zones to haul away the stuff that could be useful or needs to get, you know. Wow, you just died. Oh, yeah, yeah. You were the ally that I coulda, shoulda saved, but didn't. That's right. Whoa! Yeah, we won't be doing that. Let's forbid that door. Don't walk through a minefield. That's a no. Alright, so Aggro's back on component crafting. Kazumi, you don't even have work to do. Well, look at you. Sitting all pretty. Yeah, I guess don't do anything. 9.5 days. And the Storyteller, I'm sure, is about to send something nasty to me, but for right now, I got a nice breather here going on. We're getting through a lot of the corpses, which obviously has some severe penalties. And here we go. Goka the Thicket Sapper raid. Alright. I am going to try to make this as quick and painless as possible. Your build-up is good. Okay, Kazumi. I'm just going to nuke the hell out of these guys. So let's forbid the weapons I'm swapping out for. Okay. That was it. This wall held, but in maybe name only. I think it's going to be faster for me to break it down and put it back than to repair it. That was definitely a good use of Doomsday Launcher. Basically, not having to do that whole raid comes definitely in handy. Cargo pods. Silver, and not too far from the base. Alright. Y'all can be dismissed. No need to be forced to stand around. Okay. As if nothing happened. I'm going to put you on no rads, though. And you're going to grab your rifle. Oh, don't step on the mines, please. Yeah, you can smash your bedroom up. That's totally fine. Just don't step on the mines. Yeah, a lot of their mental breaks is from seeing rotten corpses. That's one of the reasons why I'm trying to deal with it and not let it stack up too bad, because it can cause some real issues if you ignore it. Now, part of me wants to try to recruit Yumiko. But the danger of having two parents that could both die is serious. So that's one of the reasons, or chiefly the reason why I hadn't done that. Alright, so my rep is going up with them because they're exiting the map healthy. And those boom rats are spreading. I suppose what I could do is have this be raw resources. Allow steel in here, so we just don't have to haul it away. It's actually not a terrible place for steel. Alright, so we're not even bothering to feed them kibble anymore. I'm totally okay with this. Forget kibble, in fact. Let's just spend it, have them eat raw rice. We've got plenty of it. It's not much of an issue. Most of their bodies burned up on their own, which is pretty cool. Yes, like, it was a lot of steel or whatnot that got melted down too, but it's less work for me. I'm all about that. Alright, Jane's is building up a nice supply of uranium that we can use to refill turrets. It's critically important that our uranium stockpiles don't dwindle too badly. And I think I'm at about a good stopping point here. So just a quick recap. We have 9 days left of the reactor raids. We're a few days away from halfway through. Crazy raids, but I feel like we're holding up pretty well, as long as I can keep the moods in check. If you have any feedback for me, tips, tricks, stuff like that, drop me a line. I do hope that you tune in next time and have enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Adios.